Good morning. Welcome to Lisa Lovestone's Matcha Morning and Bedhead Musing. And it's been kind of rainy. As you can see, everything is nice and green. Look at this pretty coffee cup from Hilton Head Island. Cheers. Yep, I'm still drinking my matcha because I've been waiting to do this video because the Roomba has been going for the last, I don't know how long, over an hour. And I've been waiting for it to end so I can have some quiet to do my video. Anyway, I'm pet sitting in North Augusta, South Carolina. And in a beautiful home with a beautiful back porch. As you can see, somebody did some serious work out there. The people who own this home did that. They do their own work. And I love that. Anyway, I've got 2 dogs, a kitty, and a betta fish. You have to be really careful about overfeeding the fish. So can't kill that fish on my watch, right? So, I'm going to be super busy for the next week, but when I get home, I've got some, something new I want to try with, Reiki, because I am a Reiki master and I want to be sending out a little bit more Reiki than I have been universally. So I'm going to be doing that. And I'm here and I didn't bring anything with me. I didn't bring my pendulum. I didn't bring my dowsing rods. I didn't bring any oracle cards. I didn't bring anything with me. I guess I didn't think I would have time. But it turns out I have a little bit of time during the day to do those things. When I get home, I'm going to have to figure out a better schedule because I've got stuff that I've got to get done that isn't getting done. I was going through a box of pictures and I'm not done going through it. And then after that box, I've got another box of pictures to go through because I don't want to have to take a bunch of stuff with me to California, that I don't need to be packing and taking with me. So I've got to go through all that. And I've got so many pictures. Moving across the country isn't easy, and I've done it a couple of times. I moved from Wyoming to New Hampshire, from New Hampshire to Reno, Nevada, from Reno, Nevada to Augusta, Georgia. Ugh, it's a lot of work. And you have to really start focusing on everything that needs to get done a year ahead of time. So I'm trying to get everything done now. So I'm not stressed out about it, 30 days in. So, I'm really proud of our country doing the march that they did on the 5th. Really proud of everybody who showed up for our country. And amazingly, both Democrats and Republicans came together marching because, There's things going on with our government that just is not okay. And people are realizing that. And it's, thousands and thousands of people, including me, have lost so much money in the stock market. The last time the stock market crashed badly was near the end of the George Bush Jr. administration, when our economy just tanked so badly. But that's what Republicans do. They bring all the wealth to the top 2% and take all the money that they can from the working class citizens. And for those of you who are too young to remember it, at the end of the George Bush Jr. era, and I don't think really George Bush wanted all those things to happen. I think his administration was just like bulldozing him and, doing all this shit. Because I have a hard time believing that he would intentionally want to harm the people, but I could be wrong. So, if you don't remember or were too young to know this, our economy completely collapsed. Thousands of stores closed. Thousands of stores went out of business. Kmart's closed. So many businesses all across the country closed. And I lived in Concord, New Hampshire at the time, and all the businesses on downtown closed. Downtown was a ghost town. And luckily, New Hampshire had a fabulous governor. His name was John Lynch. And he owned businesses. And he was governor for a long time. And he finally just wanted to retire. But he brought businesses to New Hampshire to revitalize the economy. He did amazing things. He supported small businesses that grew. And one of the amazing things he did was Lindor chocolate. It's called Lindor, but it's also called Lindt, Lindt. That's very high quality, delicious chocolate. And it's in Switzerland or Sweden. I forgot. Anyway, he said, hey, how would you like to not have this big overhead cost of shipping chocolate to the United States? How about opening a chocolate factory in the United States? And they were like, hey, yeah, we'd like to do that. So they opened a chocolate factory in New Hampshire, Lindt, and the chocolate that is sold in the United States is made right here in the United States, creating jobs for people here and reduces emissions. And it just made sense. And so, I mean, he was remarkable. I was very blessed and just really blessed and privileged to have been in Concord at that time and to have a governor who revitalized the economy in the state of New Hampshire. And but other towns and cities weren't quite so lucky. They didn't have that kind of a governor that worked in a clever way to bring the economy back on board. And so a couple of other businesses that got their feet really off the ground after the economy collapsed was Stonyfield Farms. They sell milk, they sell yogurt, and they sell, Stonyfield Farm reaches all across the United States now. That's how much they've grown. But Governor Lynch was very active in helping that company to grow. And that's also in New Hampshire, the company Stonyfield Farms. And then another company that grew that is doing really well is Mega Food. They sell vitamins. It's the vitamins I've been buying for over 20 years, Mega Food. And they are organic vitamins and ethnically sourced. And that company went from just being local in the New England states to being sold all across the country and even across the globe. So yeah, but our economy collapsed. And if you don't remember, or if you've forgotten, or if you were just a kid, you know, my son was a young teenager at the time. It was really, really bad. Everybody lost. I mean, the lady who owned the restaurant near my home where I used to go and eat food all the time, she was Italian, but she had lived in Greece because she was married to a Greek guy. And then she came to the States. And anyway, she had money in the stock market, and she lost over $400,000 in the stock market. She's like, that was my retirement. Yeah, the stock market is risky. Absolutely, it is. But when it crashes because of our president and its administration, when it could have been prevented if they were making better choices, all our current president cares about is the super wealthy. He cares nothing about the common person. And sorry, but that's just the hard truth. And if you know anything about DJT, you know he had a horrible, horrible childhood. His father was so abusive to him. He is super duper damaged. And, you know, his childhood is not his fault. He's a victim of severe abuse. And instead of getting help and getting better, he has become like a monster. And psychologically, he's not fit to be a president. That's why he had to buy the presidency. Because a lot of people could see through that facade. He's not doing anything to help the people. You know? He's just not. He talks the talk. He doesn't walk the walk. Everything he's doing is harming all of us. All of us. Anyway, I have great compassion for the child within Donald Trump. I have great compassion for that child that was so severely abused. Yeah. Anybody abused in that kind of way cannot should not be our president. Psychologically, he's not in his right mind at all. I mean, the guy has gone bankrupt how many times? And now he's our president? No, 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 no. He had to buy his presidency. What does that tell you about him? I just don't understand what's wrong with the mentality of people who are still at this point backing him, supporting him. I have a very good feeling Elon Musk will be removed from our government. I have a very good feeling that it's going to happen. The people have spoken. They have marched. They have protested. Everything has been civil and peaceful demonstrations. So, over 1 million people. That's good. With 1 billion people in this country, it should have been more, but I'm proud of our country for doing that. So I will not be buying from anybody again, I've done it already and I'm going to do it more. I will not be buying from Walmart. I will not be buying from Amazon. I have never bought anything ever from Hobby Lobby ever. The owner of Hobby Lobby wants women in the fucking kitchen, submitting to men. That's what he wants. That's the America he wants. He wants to force his beliefs on everyone. And that's why he supports Frumpy. Force the people. Force the people. Don't let them have choices. Force them. Where's our freedom that our military has been fighting for? Where's our freedom that our Congress in the past has fought for? Our governors. It's all being stripped away right before our eyes. But I feel like we are making our voices heard, and North Carolina and who else? Well, Wisconsin's doing good. Wisconsin is okay. North Carolina has a judge that has been voted for, and the Republicans demanded a recount, and the Democratic judge. Now, I'm sorry. I don't feel like judges should be Democrats or Republicans. I feel like to be a good judge, you should not have any affiliation with any political parties. But the Republicans forced it in North Carolina. The Republicans forced that judge's seat to be Democrat or Republican because, that's what they do. They force everything. They don't let us have choices. So there's a judge who's been voted for by the people by a landslide, and the Republicans are saying recount, so they recounted, and now they're saying recount, so they recounted again. Just like what happened to us in Georgia. We had to recount and recount when Frumpy lost to Joe Biden. Recount. They're forcing, they're harassing, and they're getting away with it. It's got to stop, and only the people, the power that the people have, don't ever think you don't, you do. The power that the people have will bring the change. Oh, I hear the kitty. She wants to come in. He, she. I can never remember if this cat is a boy or girl. It's fluffy and I have no idea. Anyway, so I'm just I will go home today and I will get some stuff to bring home so I can do card pulls and questions and answers. So anyway, happy Monday. Oh yeah, it's Monday and yesterday was Sunday. I'm supposed to do a card pull, so I'll do that tonight. Blessings, love and light. Lisa Lovestone, out.